So being content with your life, is that a good thing or is it a bad thing? Some people feel like that's something that kind of keeps them stagnant. Well, I'm going to share with you that being content is actually one of the most amazing things that you can be, and it's the start of creating something even more amazing. Wow, being content. That usually has a negative connotation, right? Most people don't want to just be content. They want to continue growing. They want to continue developing and adding things to their lives. And if I'm content, that means that I'm stuck or stagnant, right? Wrong. That's not the way I see it. I see content as being grateful. I'm so grateful for what has been created. I'm so grateful for everything that I have in my life. I'm so grateful for the level of confidence that I've developed. I'm content with what's been created, and I'm content that I'm the one who created it. Me, along with the other resources and the mentors and the people that I've brought into my life, I've created this. Me and the beliefs that I've brought to the table have created what I have currently in my life. And I'm so grateful. The opposite of that, or the counterfeit, would be a victim mentality. That when something gets created, that I can't be content because maybe I could have done more. Or I can't be content because it wasn't enough. And sometimes a victim mentality, even when there's a really awesome thing that happens, it's, I just got lucky. And that might seem like a positive thing, but I still see that as a victim mentality because that's putting my ability to create in somebody else's hands. It's putting it in the universe's hands. It's putting it in God's hands even. It's putting it in another person's hands and luck's hands. But being content with what's been created says that I'm grateful. I'm grateful for what has been created, and I'm going to take credit. And I'm also going to take responsibility and accountability with what has been created. And we've talked about in other videos how the vibration of words and how important it is to be grateful, because gratitude is the highest vibration word there is. And being content and being grateful, that's prime space to begin to create even more, because you're putting that highest level of vibration of energy out into the universe. And just like Einstein said, if I put high vibration stuff out into the universe, I gotta get high vibration stuff back. So I'm just gonna get even more good. I wanna give you an example of what it means to be content with what has been created in your life, how to be content with your life. When I was a newlywed, my husband had actually purchased a home, a rental property, when he was 19 years old. And so when we got married, he had this rental property for 10 years, and he was able to sell the rental property and get some equity out of it. And that's what we used for a down payment on a house for us. And so even as a brand new newlywed, we were able to buy a house. So when we first moved in, we had nothing. We maybe had a few little hand-me-downs here and there. We had 2 bar stools that we'd gotten from his mom. So we had a bar and we had a bar stool. We didn't have a dining room table. We didn't have a fridge. We had 2 ice chests, ice coolers, and that's what we kept our food in. We didn't have a bed. We slept on a foam pad. We had this wonderful house and it hardly had anything in it. And we were content. We loved our new life together. We loved our home. We loved our ice chests. We loved our foam pad. We loved our bar stools. We loved everything that we had, and we were so grateful for everything that we had, until the day when it wasn't enough. And we looked at those ice chests and we thought, you know what? It's getting kind of expensive to go buy ice every day. I think we need to buy a fridge. So we saved our money and we bought a fridge. And we were super content with that fridge. And then there came a day many years later when we looked at that fridge, and there came a day when we thought, it isn't enough. And we saved our money and we went and bought a different fridge. And this fridge had 2 doors that opened in the top and a freezer in the bottom, and it had a lot more space in it than our old fridge. And it served us well, and we were super grateful to have that fridge. And what I found is that I can be content with whatever I have until I level up. And every single day I'm leveling up, I'm getting better, I'm growing, I'm learning, I'm seeking for more, a better way to be. And as I level up, my stuff, the things that are around me, typically don't level up. A fridge doesn't usually level up. And so as I level up, the energy that I become all of a sudden doesn't match the energy of this item that used to be enough. And when that happens, when the energy is out of alignment, when the energy of me and the energy of the thing is out of alignment, it's time to trade it in for something else. And then I can be content once again because my energy and the energy of this thing are lined up. So being content is being grateful for what has been created, what I've been able to create, and what I am capable of receiving into my world, into my life. And as long as I'm continually leveling up my life and continually aligning myself with my highest and best self, there are going to be times when it'll be time to level up my stuff. And that's okay. It's important to be in alignment for energy to be in alignment with energy. And you might ask the question, what about people? If I'm leveling up and this person that I'm with is not leveling up at the same level or at the same speed as I'm leveling up, every single one of us is on our own journey. I'm on a journey, my husband's on a journey. We're headed in the same direction, but we've got two different paths. And I'm going down my path just as fast as I know how to go, and I'm creating at the best, in the best way that I know how, at the pace that's perfect for me. And my husband is creating on his path in the way that he sees as the best and highest degree for him. And he's moving along at the pace that is perfect for him. And as long as we're both headed in the same direction and we're working on our path, there's really no leveling up at the same pace because we're all individuals and we're all unique. And as long as I'm doing my best and I'm focused on my path and I know that I'm committed to that relationship and he's leveling up and he's focused on his path and he's committed to the relationship, then we're all good. That energy of being your highest and best at the pace that is perfect still matches. You don't have to be doing the same thing or perceive whether the other person is moving as fast as you are or not, or if they're moving ahead of you. There is no moving ahead or staying behind or moving at a slower pace. It's just leveling up at the speed that is perfect for you, being content at where you are now, being content for the people that are around you, your loved ones, and the pace that they've chosen, being content with that, and just focusing on you. So what areas did you find in your life that you are already content with? And what areas did you find in your life that it's time to level up? Whatever it is, I know that you can do it. Subscribe to my channel because we're going to be talking more about leveling up your life and showing gratitude and being content with what you've already created.